106.3 ESPN presents the Astoria High School Coaches Show Rube Report. A weekly update on what's happening with Astoria High Athletics with Athletic Director Coach Howard Rube and co-host Dane Gouge. Brought to you locally by Peter Pan Market and Deli, Astoria Ford, Joe's Mobile, the Seaside Outlets, Northwest Lending Group, Clatsop Community College.
We about to turn it up and we taking it to $1 million.
Here are your hosts, Howard Rube and Dane Gouge.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Rube Report Coaches Show. This is Howard Rube, Athletic Director, Head Football Coach of your Astoria High Fighting Fishermen. Very excited to be with you on this Friday afternoon. I will be joined by the executive producer of our show and my co-host, Mr. Dane Gouge. We have a great show lined up, so please stay with us.
Hi, folks. These sports teams that we follow pride themselves on a long tradition of excellence. The same goes for the place you choose for your home loan. Northwest Lending Group is one of the longest continually operating mortgage lenders in Clatsop County. We've been here over 20 years. I invite you to give us a try. Let us show you how we've earned over 98% customer satisfaction rating. Find us at 1227 Commercial Street in Astoria, by phone at 503-325-4116, or apply online at nwlendinggroup.com.
Northwest Lending Group is an equal housing lender. NMLS 1469420, ML2891.
Seaside Outlets, over 100,000 square feet of savings and shopping. Great food for every member of your family. Featuring great names in retail like Nike, Eddie Bauer, Pendleton, Bath & Body Works, Rack Room Shoes, Rue 21, and Carter's. And it's all just a few blocks from the beach. Plus, there's no sales tax.
Seaside Outlets, 1111 North Roosevelt Highway 101 and 12th Avenue. Visit seasideoutlets.com.
Hungry? Thirsty? Craving something delicious? Get to the Peter Pan Market and Deli in Astoria. They've got your cravings covered. From fresh sandwiches and salads to gourmet coffee and snacks, the deli is stocked with hand-picked ingredients, ensuring the highest quality in every bite. Need groceries? You're covered there too, with a wide selection of necessities and locally sourced products. The Peter Pan Market and Deli at 712 Niagara Avenue in Astoria. Visit online at peterpantogo.com for online ordering options. Taste the difference at Peter Pan Market and Deli.
Are you currently in the market for a new car, truck, or SUV? Then look no further than Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford. With hundreds of makes and models to choose from, you're bound to find something you want, including the Ford F-150, best-selling truck in America, 47 years running. Stop by Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford today and take a test drive and find that new vehicle you have always wanted. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, you always get the best deal at Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford, 1809 Ensign Lane across from Costco Gas, or visit them online at astoriaford.net.
This is the Astoria High School Coaches Show Rube Report on ESPN Radio 106.3. Here are your hosts, Howard Rube and Dane Gouge, with the latest on Astoria High Athletics.
Welcome back to the Rube Report Coaches Show. I would like to remind everyone to please support our participating sponsors, the Peter Pan Market and Deli, Astoria Ford, Joe's Mobile, the Seaside Outlets, the Northwest Lending Group, and Clatsop Community College. And welcome to the show, Mr. Gouge.
I am the champion, my friend.
Oh, my goodness. Are you still bragging about that basketball game?
Well, I thought I was going to lose it to the Swifty Sweepers. But no, they would be denied. And Dane Gouge and the Michigan Wolverines are national champions.
You know, that was only 4 days ago. And it feels like it was a month ago.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's on to the next. But you should be happy because your White Sox have a better record than the Mariners right now.
Let's talk about that.
We're talking about it. I don't know what's going on. We only have 160 games left.
That was good of you to bring it up.
Well, I got to give you your moment in the sun now.
We won on Easter Sunday. And so, of course, my phone was blowing up, the power of the Pope.
Yeah.
Because if you don't remember or don't recall this, the current Pope of the Catholic Church, the Roman Catholic Church, is a South Sider.
Yeah.
And a White Sox fan.
And a Bears fan.
And definitely a Bears fan.
He didn't help the Bears, but he's helping the White Sox on
He actually might have helped the Bears more than you know.
No, you don't know.
Did you watch any of those Packer games?
Yeah.
I think
it's a miracle.
There were a couple miracles. There were a couple miracles. Actually, the Bears, to that point, I think they won 6 games in the last 2 minutes of the game.
It was
on the last possession.
There was a lot of Hail Marys.
Yes, there were.
Just like we're on the Catholic channel.
Oh, shoot. So because we talk about football year-round and NFL stuff, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that we're proud of our Astoria High alum, Jordan Poyer, who just finished another year in the NFL. But I did see, this is that time of year with the NFL draft coming up. NFL fans get
right around the corner.
Super stoked about that. The whole draft show is kind of like a Seinfeld episode. It's a show about nothing.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a lot of hype for just announcing somebody's name.
Well, you see, you have all these mock drafts and all these guys talk about it. We don't. But periodical from the New York Times at The Athletic that's called The Beast. It's 600 pages, 300,000 words on every player that could be drafted.
You're making that up.
No, I'm not. And you can go to The Athletic, and I think it's free, but you have to sign up for the New York Times app.
Okay, now something like that in this world that we live in, there has to be AI involved in that?
There's one guy that does it. His name's Dane also.
Okay.
And I was listening to him, and he says it takes all year. When they go scout players now, there might be another player that bounces up, like a tackle or something, so they write his number down because he'll be in next year's draft. So he says it takes all year round for them to get this done.
And they write it up.
And they write it up. And you can take this if you're, like I'm a Seahawk fan, you're a Bears fan, and who you draft, you can just go to that kid.
So how does he get paid? He works for the magazine?
He must work for The Athletic, and I'm sure the New York Times and Sports. Now,
I got you.
Yeah, imagine how he gets paid.
Wow.
And he's even said that drafts like 4 years. Let's say the Seahawks get a linebacker, and then at the end of when he goes in free agency, the Bears pick him up. You can look back at 4 years ago when he was drafted and see what this kid's all about. It's pretty intense with all the stuff that you're talking about, that it just goes on talking about nothing but something.
Yeah.
And you can use it pretty much forever. You could probably go back and see 10 years from now.
Well, I did see, too, that the Heisman Trophy winner, who everybody expects to be the number one pick, is not going to go. Yeah.
I've heard that a lot. Really surprised. But
did he give a reason why he didn't want to go?
He has a huge family. I think they're in California because he played for Cal. He's an Indiana quarterback, but I think he came from Cal Berkeley first.
Okay.
And he has a really big family, and there was no way to get them all there, so he decided to stay. And that's kind of upset the apple cart as far as the NFL can't make him come.
Sure.
The Raiders can't make him. Raiders could not pick him.
Right. That could be the other thing.
Why would you do that?
Although it sounds like the Raiders are the only team that have visited with him.
It wouldn't surprise me if the Raiders didn't pick him.
Nothing would shock me.
They signed Kirk Cousins to a $174 million contract. I don't know.
Was that not to get this kid ready?
Yeah, I think so. Because last year Kirk Cousins worked with Michael Penix Jr. that was a quarterback for the Huskies.
Yeah.
And getting him ready. And then when he was hurt, he threw him back in there. Kirk Cousins back in there.
I saw this number line, and of course, but it's not that much later because Brady hasn't been done playing for that long. But with this next contract, Kirk Cousins will now have made more money playing quarterback in the NFL than Tom Brady.
I would send him my money because, Kirk Cousins, attorney at law, I don't know. This kid's, he did it great.
He seems to be authentically a really great guy.
Well, he got drafted after they drafted RG3. And then he played. And
outplayed him. Well, RG did get hurt.
His knee was gone.
Right.
And so then they put Kirk Cousins in, and they didn't know if they wanted to sign him, so they put him on the franchise tag. Then they franchise tagged him again the next year, which that has to go up by 10%. And so he was just making money hand over fist, and then when they go to trade him, he gets a bunch of money from Minnesota.
Yeah.
No. And then he gets another payday when he goes to the Falcons. Yeah. And now the Falcons are paying a part of his salary that he has going to the Raiders.
Wow.
So, just one more. He just needs one more payday.
Well,
I don't think he has one more payday.
If he's authentically as good a guy as he comes across, and what you read and see and hear from people even in his inner circle, then it's a good thing when you see guys that...
You need that. You always need that guy in the locker room.
Well, and you don't mind seeing guys like that get paid.
No.
Versus guys that end up with arrest records and everything else. So.
Well, it was beautiful for us last year. We went to the Super Bowl with Sam Darnold. Geno didn't want to come back. And I'm like,
okay.
Worked out great.
Yeah, it did
now
work
Geno's
out great.
back to the Jets.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I hope...
Well, he said he's going to take him to the promised land. I don't know what that means. Does that mean to 5 wins? Or the playoffs?
Geno
win the East?
But Geno played well his last year with the Seahawks.
I thought he played great.
Yeah.
I was a Geno fan. Everybody loved Geno when he was backing up Russ because he was just a mainstay at training camp, and he never said anything. And when Russ got hurt, Russ never got hurt, and they had to put Geno in, and the whole crowd was going, Geno, Geno.
Yeah.
But then when it got down to later and he was throwing some interceptions, they were ready to put him on the cross.
Well, as we all know, they love you if you win or win.
Yeah. We love him when he wins. And when he wins.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, ship him out.
We took up this first segment talking some NFL stuff and pro sport in general.
Yeah.
We want to dive into our local kids, so we're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk Astoria High Athletics, so please stay with us.
For more, stay right here on 106.3 ESPN Radio.
Hi, folks. These sports teams that we follow pride themselves on a long tradition of excellence. The same goes for the place you choose for your home loan. Northwest Lending Group is one of the longest continually operating mortgage lenders in Clatsop County. We've been here over 20 years. I invite you to give us a try. Let us show you how we've earned over 98% customer satisfaction rating. Find us at 1227 Commercial Street in Astoria, by phone at 503-325-4116, or apply online at nwlendinggroup.com.
Northwest Lending Group is an equal housing lender. NMLS 1469420, ML2891.
Seaside Outlets, over 100,000 square feet of savings and shopping. Great food for every member of your family. Featuring great names in retail like Nike, Eddie Bauer, Pendleton, Bath & Body Works, Rack Room Shoes, Rue 21, and Carter's. And it's all just a few blocks from the beach. Plus, there's no sales tax.
Seaside Outlets, 1111 North Roosevelt Highway 101 and 12th Avenue. Visit seasideoutlets.com.
Be ready for your future with Clatsop Community College. Take college-level classes at CCC while still in high school and transfer them to a university when you're ready. Or take technical education classes to develop your skills to be prepared for in-demand jobs in the region. Clatsop Community College can help you be ready for your future. Contact the admissions office or check out clatsopcc.edu for more information on all the programs and transfer options available. Start here, go anywhere with Clatsop Community College.
Joe's Mobile in Astoria, the home of mobile synergy fuel and diesel. Also, last-minute groceries, snacks, cold beverages, hunting and fishing licenses, propane, firewood, and so much more. Pump your own fuel during overnight hours or get friendly full service during regular daytime hours. EBT and all credit and debit cards are accepted. Fuel and diesel, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Get your mojo on at Joe's Mobile.
1701 Marine Drive in Astoria.
Are you currently in the market for a new car, truck, or SUV? Then look no further than Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford. With hundreds of makes and models to choose from, you're bound to find something you want, including the Ford F-150, best-selling truck in America, 47 years running. Stop by Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford today and take a test drive and find that new vehicle you have always wanted. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, you always get the best deal at Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford, 1809 Ensign Lane across from Costco Gas, or visit them online at AstoriaFord.net.
This is the Astoria High School Coaches Show Rube Report on ESPN Radio 106.3. Here are your hosts, Howard Rube and Dane Gouge, with the latest on Astoria High athletics.
Welcome back to the Rube Report Coaches Show. We could start on all kinds of topics with our spring sport teams. Mr. Gouge, why don't we start with softball because they are the reigning defending state champions, and at one point early this week, they had secured the number one ranking in the state.
Oh, wow.
Based on being 8-1 on Wednesday after getting their
one
first lead.
Team that they lost to was number one in the state. Is that correct?
Yeah, and then I'm not exactly sure how we leapfrogged them, but we did for a moment.
Because I paid them. That's a lie. I'm just
the
kidding.
ranking system it's all a computer system, and it's based on who you play, your opponent's winning percentage, your opponent's winning percentage. It's one of the many reasons why I don't love it.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate its purpose in trying to get the best matchups in the later rounds of a postseason.
Yeah.
I think ultimately that is a big part of it.
Yeah.
Back in the, prior to this, if you're an older fan of high school athletics, you would remember that when you would look at a bracket, it would already be predetermined, and it would say Coapa 2 at Valco 1.
Yeah.
It was, our number two from our league.
Who the team was.
Right. It was going to go to the Valco League's number one team, and it was all predetermined and preset.
So then you can get the two best teams basically playing the first game.
You could. Well, and that was the argument. That they wanted to find a system that would be better than that. Other states had gone to ranking systems. It's not like Oregon was the first to do it. I think it's obviously like all things, it's not perfect, but it does serve a purpose.
Yeah.
And certainly one of the big things that is always problematic, like we just talked about, well, didn't the Dalles beat us? Why would we be ranked ahead of the Dalles?
Right.
There are things like that make it very imperfect, that you look at it and feel like, well, that's not right.
Right.
And that is especially true in the sport of football because there's just so few games.
Right.
And now you're only going to be, with the way 4A is structured for the next 2 years in our classification, you're only going to have 3 non-league games to see what it's like outside of your league. And so in football, if you are in a league where although all the teams in your league are not winning their non-league games,
right,
you're going to be in a bad way. Because nobody's going to be ranked fairly high. And that is one reason why, and I know we've talked about this in the past, why I am one of those athletic directors in 4A that keep fighting for league finish to be the predominant qualifier for the postseason.
Understandably.
Not ranking.
Right.
There are a lot of administrators, not necessarily athletic directors in 4A, but administrators and people in other walks of life that think that this ranking system is the end-all, be-all, would rather see higher ranked teams. They'd rather see more teams from the same league if they think they have the toughest league get in,
right,
rather than all leagues represented. And so that's one of the things. I actually will be leaving tomorrow for our statewide conference in Central Oregon, and that's always a hot topic and on the table, people trying to manipulate that. And I usually have to be the old guy in the room saying, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So,
well, you qualify.
I do qualify for being the old guy in the room to say, wait a minute. So that'll be on my docket this weekend, dealing with scheduling and ranking and all kinds of different things. The other big topic right now that we're trying to deal with is they're trying to actually shrink the brackets and not have as many teams in, which does not make a lot of sense to the majority of us. So,
well, you got your tree of athletic directors.
That's true. So I think I have
Dante, my brother, can even.
Yeah, and we have your brother Dante, who's at Centennial now.
Yeah, and Cole.
And then we have Cole Linehan, who is on our staff. He's now the athletic director at Banks. We have Kai at Tillamook. We have Riker here in Warrenton.
Yeah, set up.
I got my guys.
Yeah, you're like bigger than Bill Parcells.
I'm getting there. Yeah. I'm getting there. I'm trying to think who I have on staff now that's going to branch out to go do something. I'm sure there are a couple young guys.
I'm putting my money on Alex.
To be the next possible athletic director?
Yeah, we'll let him go.
So Dane's referring to Alex Paterno, our head boys basketball coach. And yeah, Alex has done a phenomenal job in that role. And yeah, we miss him having him on our football staff. For sure. Enough of that, and let's talk more about our teams. So softball, they had a big win last week, 3-0 against the Banks Braves, one of the top-tier teams in 3A. But then yesterday, we got beat on a walk-off hit in the bottom of the 7th, and we dropped it. One to the Braves. We did a home-and-home with them. So our girls will be back in action. In fact, we're leading into that after the show, into the broadcast. And our girls will be hosting Staten this afternoon, traditionally another real strong softball team. So our girls hope to get back to their winning ways. They're currently 8-2 and now ranked number 2 in the state.
Okay.
So that was a long conversation. We had some side conversations to come back to where we started, which was to talk about our softball program. And the girls have been doing a great job. Coach Israel and the staff they do a great job with the kids. We're looking for a nice bounce back this afternoon. I'm sure we'll play well. The boys had a big win earlier in the week. Also, again, it's against the Banks Braves. So the boys have been struggling, scoring some runs. Had a tough 2-1 defeat against Tillamook on Tuesday, but then came back on Wednesday with a nice non-league win against always a really good program in the Banks Braves. So we were happy to be able to hold on to for a 7-5 victory. We were up 7-2 at one point. Kind of the bugaboo for our baseball program has been just one inning. We've been very competitive, in fact, against top teams in the state like Henley, and then we just seem to have an inning where it just falls apart for whatever reason.
It's kind of like my golf game.
Yes. It's a lot like your golf game, because I've seen your golf game.
Yeah.
It is a lot
really
like
good.
That.
No, he's not.
Well, yeah, and unfortunately, that one inning, in fact, that one inning almost haunted us against the Braves. Like I said, we were up 7-2. So we're still fighting that, and I think, as the coaches try to figure out how to put our guys in the best spots and get our best lineup out there and figure out how to get over the mental hurdle of one error now becoming 2 more errors later in the inning, and that's something that we can learn from and get better of. And so we're looking for us to continue to progress with the baseball team, and they are also back in action today. They will be at Staten, and that is also a 3:30 first pitch, just like for us at home in softball today against Staten. And then the track program, they are back in action tomorrow. They are at the Lower Columbia meet in St. Helens. That's kind of become an annual tradition for us. It's a big meet, a good meet. They get some really good teams. So we'll have some nice competition at that invitational. Last week, we had our Quappa League dual opener. We hosted Tillamook, and we had Warrenton also join. We don't really score anymore because the district meet is what determines the league finish at the end. But we had a very successful meet. If we did the points totals, Coach Schellsberg, longtime Hall of Fame track coach with us, he still does it the old way because he likes to brag that we just won.
Yeah.
And so he would be very very happy with those scores as we had another Quappa League dual win. So congrats to our first-year head coach, Coach Murray, and all of our coaches and student-athletes with the track program. Had a good first league date last week, and they look to improve some marks tomorrow at St. Helens. Boys and girls golf were in action this week. Both teams were also in action against the Cheesemakers. The girls were at home, and Seaside was also at that meet. It was became a triangular meet. We had some really good scores. Jane Phillips had a good round. Coach Hunt is really pleased with how the girls are progressing. And then our boys won their second Quappa League duel.
All right.
So we're excited for Coach Mike Rochon in his first year leading the boys team. I know he's proud of their start. They're actually going to have a training day at Top Golf on Monday.
Oh,
we
fun.
set up kind of a field trip day, and we appreciate all the golf sponsors that help make that happen. So we're excited to do that, and then they'll be back in action with league duels later in the week. And so, that's kind of an update with our spring teams.
There you go.
It's always good to just kind of keep bragging about stuff that maybe we've mentioned, but maybe not mentioned enough. Again, I want to congratulate our Pizzazz dance team and Coach Mattson on their three-peat.
That's awesome.
Which happened right before spring break with our dance team. And then I know, I believe we mentioned it briefly last week, but Quinn Gore was our Westerholm scholarship recipient and earned $1,000 by being named the top male scholar athlete from the Quappa League, competing with all the other Quappa League schools and their student athletes. So again, congrats to Quinn Gore on that accomplishment.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I want to give one more shout out with regard to that banquet. The college really came through for us and offered us a great venue, having it at Patriot Hall.
Best view in town.
Best view in town. No doubt, 100%. This is a little bit of kind of high school trivia. The alma mater, the song for the school, always starts out far above Columbia's waters.
Yeah.
We've been located here on Youngs Bay since, I want to say, 58 was the first year that building opened.
I wasn't born yet.
There you go. Nor was I for one of these, believe it or not, for once. But the original high school was at the college, up there near Patriot Hall, Tyler Hall, and so the lyric made sense, far above Columbia's waters.
Yeah, beautiful college setting. It's been redone and redone.
Yeah, and
redone.
They're talking about they're kind of in the first wave of figuring out they're going to start looking at adding some athletics.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that'll be something we'll look at and talk about moving forward, and we'll give updates on what's going on with Classic Community College and their athletic programs.
Yeah, my hometown in Port Angeles, Washington, Clallam County, they have all the sport teams.
Oh, really?
Baseball, basketball. They don't have a football team, but
junior college football here on the West Coast, north of California, doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
So, and football is so expensive. Is obviously one of the.
But it also
major
makes all
reasons.
the money.
It can bring in a lot of money. That is for sure.
That might be just more on the college level.
Well, to be fair, a lot of high school revenue with your gate receipts and your concession sales would still revolve around football games for sure. Because they're only, it's once a week and it only happens a few times and generates a ton of interest that way. It's a community event. And,
if you got 10 games, you probably only got 5 at home or 6.
Right. No, 100%. All right. Well, we do need to get one more break in, so we're going to do that. Come back, we'll finish the show and get ready for Rob and Bob.
Yep.
And they will be bringing you our Fighting Fishermen defending state champion softball team against the Staten Eagles. Please stay tuned for the last segment of our show and for that upcoming softball game.
More of the Astoria High Coaches Show Rube Reports right after this on 106.3 ESPN.
Be ready for your future with Clatsop Community College. Take college-level classes at CCC while still in high school and transfer them to a university when you're ready. Or take technical education classes to develop your skills to be prepared for in-demand jobs in the region. Clatsop Community College can help you be ready for your future. Contact the admissions office or check out clatsopcc.edu for more information on all the programs and transfer options available. Start here, go anywhere with Clatsop Community College.
Seaside Outlets, over 100,000 square feet of savings and shopping. Great food for every member of your family. Featuring great names in retail like Nike, Eddie Bauer, Pendleton, Bath & Body Works, Rack Room Shoes, Rue 21, and Carter's. And it's all just a few blocks from the beach. Plus, there's no sales tax.
Seaside Outlets, 1111 North Roosevelt Highway 101 and 12th Avenue. Visit seasideoutlets.com.
Joe's Mobile in Astoria, the home of mobile synergy fuel and diesel. Also, last-minute groceries, snacks, cold beverages, hunting and fishing licenses, propane, firewood, and so much more. Pump your own fuel during overnight hours or get friendly full service during regular daytime hours. EBT and all credit and debit cards are accepted. Fuel and diesel, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Get your mojo on at Joe's Mobile.
1701 Marine Drive in Astoria.
Hi, folks. These sports teams that we follow pride themselves on a long tradition of excellence. The same goes for the place you choose for your home loan. Northwest Lending Group is one of the longest continually operating mortgage lenders in Clatsop County. We've been here over 20 years. I invite you to give us a try. Let us show you how we've earned over 98% customer satisfaction rating. Find us at 1227 Commercial Street in Astoria, by phone at 503-325-4116, or apply online at nwlendinggroup.com.
Northwest Lending Group is an equal housing lender. NMLS 1469420, ML2891. Are you currently in the market for a new car, truck, or SUV? Then look no further than Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford. With hundreds of makes and models to choose from, you're bound to find something you want, including the Ford F-150, best-selling truck in America, 47 years running. Stop by Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford today and take a test drive and find that new vehicle you have always wanted. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, you always get the best deal at Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford, 1809 Ensign Lane across from Costco Gas, or visit them online at AstoriaFord.net.
This is the Astoria High School Coaches Show Rube Report on ESPN Radio 106.3. Here are your hosts, Howard Rube and Dane Gouge, with the latest on Astoria High athletics.
Welcome back to the final installment of today's Rube Report. So, Mr. Gouge, anything closing?
We got Rob and Bob coming in and doing the game and maybe a little pregame, and so we'll let them have at it.
All right. Well, we're going to turn this over to Rob and Bob. We thank everyone for listening. We really appreciate our sponsors, our listeners, and certainly the station for letting us do this to help promote our local kids and talk to everybody about what's going on with Astoria High and Astoria High athletics. Wishing you all a peaceful weekend and enjoy Rob and Bob. And
go fish.
And go fish.
Seaside Outlets, over 100,000 square feet of savings and shopping. Great food for every member of your family. Featuring great names in retail like Nike, Eddie Bauer, Pendleton, Bath & Body Works, Rack Room Shoes, Rue 21, and Carter's. And it's all just a few blocks from the beach. Plus, there's no sales tax.
Seaside Outlets, 1111 North Roosevelt Highway 101 and 12th Avenue. Visit seasideoutlets.com.
Hi, folks. These sports teams that we follow pride themselves on a long tradition of excellence. The same goes for the place you choose for your home loan. Northwest Lending Group is one of the longest continually operating mortgage lenders in Clatsop County. We've been here over 20 years. I invite you to give us a try. Let us show you how we've earned over 98% customer satisfaction rating. Find us at 1227 Commercial Street in Astoria, by phone at 503-325-4116, or apply online at nwlendinggroup.com.
Northwest Lending Group is an equal housing lender. NMLS 1469420, ML2891.
Joe's Mobile. Fuel, diesel, groceries, snacks, beer, propane, hunting and fishing licenses, firewood, and so much more. 1701 Marine Drive in Astoria. Coming in, going out, or passing through Astoria, Joe's Mobile is your one stop where the people are friendly and the store is stocked with everything you need. All debit, EBT, and credit accepted. Joe's Mobile. Mobile Synergy Fuel and Diesel. Pump your own 24 hours a day at Joe's Mobile. Wait for it.
At Joe's Mobile.
Be ready for your future with Clatsop Community College. Take college-level classes at CCC while still in high school and transfer them to a university when you're ready. Or take technical education classes to develop your skills to be prepared for in-demand jobs in the region. Clatsop Community College can help you be ready for your future. Contact the admissions office or check out clatsopcc.edu for more information on all the programs and transfer options available. Start here, go anywhere with Clatsop Community College.
Thanks for tuning in to the Astoria High School Coaches Show Rube Reports. Brought to you locally by Peter Pan Market and Deli, Astoria Ford, Joe's Mobile, the Seaside Outlets, Northwest Lending Group, Clatsop Community College. For the latest updates on Astoria High athletics, stay tuned to 106.3 ESPN Radio. Go Fishermen!